Hello, my name is Amy Bennett. Did you know that there is a national park in Texas that is composed of a land area of over 800,000 acres? It has 8 different land cover types. These land types are desert shrubland, igneous grassland, limestone grassland, riparian vegetation, montane woodland, bare ground, developed areas, and surface water. I'm here to share with you some information about Big Bend National Park, which is located in southwestern Texas along the bend of the Rio Grande River and just north of the U.S.-Mexico border. The first slide in my PowerPoint shows a photo in which visitors to Big Bend National Park board a canoe for a trip down the Rio Grande River at the point where it flows through the Santa Elena Canyon. Today we'll discuss the natural features, wildlife, and plant life of Big Bend National Park. My research for this speech was found in several articles which I found in the eLibrary databases. These sources are listed in my Works Cited list. First, I will introduce you to some of the magnificent natural features of Big Bend National Park. The Rio Grande River is the key natural feature of Big Bend National Park. It runs along the U.S.-Mexico border, and its waters have shaped the landscape of the park. A well-defined bend in the river gives Big Bend National Park its name. Park visitors from the U.S. may cross the river by boat to visit the Mexican village of Boquillas del Carmen. Other important natural features of Big Bend are the Sierra del Carmen Mountains and the Chisos Mountains. In his article, Big Bend Adventure, Robert Reinhold describes the spectacular views he saw while hiking to the south rim of the Chisos Mountains and back. He was able to observe a wide variety of different landscapes. He was able to see numerous mountains in the distance, as well as meadows, mesas, forested areas, glimpses of the Rio Grande River, and vistas of the Chihuahuan Desert. My PowerPoint features a photograph by Gary Rutherford that shows the Chihuahuan Desert in the foreground and the Chisos Mountains in the background. The Chihuahuan Desert is the third major natural feature of Big Bend National Park. It was once a grassland, but by the 1940s it had become almost useless for ranching due to ruinous overgrazing. In 1944, 1,106 square miles of this territory became part of the national park. It was at this point that the ranchers moved out and the area was given over completely to a large variety of animal species. Now I would like to share with you a little bit about the wonderfully diverse wildlife that is native to Big Bend. The abundant wildlife of Big Bend National Park includes many types of insects, arachnids, mammals, birds, and reptiles. Insect species found in the national park include yucca moths, two-tailed swallow-tailed butterflies, bumblebees, ladybugs, assassin bugs, and pepsis wasps, which feed on tarantulas. Tarantulas and scorpions are two types of arachnids that are commonly seen in Big Bend National Park. There are 11 different species of scorpions that make their homes in the park. There are many mammals native to Big Bend National Park. Some of the mammal species that live in Big Bend are mountain lions, bobcats, coyotes, white-tailed deer, black bears, jackrabbits, and kangaroo rats. Most of them are quite shy, and some of them are nocturnal, so they are rarely seen by visitors, especially when the park is crowded with humans. According to the National Park Service website, more than 450 species of birds have been recorded at the park, including some unique Mexican species that only range into the U.S. along the border. Some of the bird species you may see if you visit Big Bend include the roadrunner, the Mexican duck, the Lucifer hummingbird, the varied bunting, the black-capped and gray vireos, the Colima warbler, and the Mexican jay. A beautiful close-up photo of a Mexican jay, taken by Robert Shantz, can be seen in my PowerPoint. As you might expect, the varied terrain of Big Bend National Park lends itself to a wide variety of different plant species as well. According to Beyond Big Bend, Desolate Majesty, if you visit Big Bend, you might get stabbed by a spiny tip when you stumble into a low lechuguilla cactus, or scraped by the branches of a catclaw, or impaled by a horse crippler cactus. Other plants that grow in Big Bend are yucca, prickly pear, creosote bushes, and bunch grasses. In my PowerPoint, there is a photo which shows the cinzino, the prickly pear, and the ocotillo, which are 3 additional types of plants that grow in the national park. The photo was taken by Jeanette Jurado. If you explore Big Bend, you will also have the opportunity to see many different types of trees. In Big Bend Adventure, Robert Reinhold mentions cool, moist canyons full of oaks and maples, as well as the groves of aspen trees and pinyon forests he observed in the park. Big Bend National Park has a unique combination of natural features, wildlife, and plant life, which are unlike those found anywhere else on Earth. I've enjoyed telling you about the plants, animals, and geographical features of Big Bend National Park. In closing, I would like to share a few more statistics about Big Bend. The elevation is less than 1,800 feet on the banks of the Rio Grande River. It rises to nearly 8,000 feet at the highest point in the Chisos Mountains. The park is home to wide canyons, vast forests, and deserts. It is one of the last remaining areas in the U.S. that is not developed. The diverse array of over 1,500 plants that grow in this national park support its pollinators, herbivores, and other wildlife. Thank you for allowing me to share with you about Big Bend National Park today.